As they watched, their doubts disappeared, replaced by steadily growing amazement and apprehension. I'm looking for verbs. To watch. To disappear. To replace. I believe I see the beginning of a prepositional phrase right here. And I think I see the end of it right here. Let's look at that prepositional phrase. By amazement and apprehension. Here's a coordinating conjunction. There's one object of the preposition by. There's another one. It's steadily growing. Steadily is modifying growing. Growing is modifying amazement. Steadily growing amazement, I think, is also modifying apprehension. I could have marked growing as a verb. It's a verb form. In fact, it's a participle modifying amazement. Steadily growing amazement. Steadily growing apprehension. So this is a participle. Steadily, therefore, is an adverb modifying that participle. How it was replaced, this entire phrase is adverbial. Going back to the beginning of this, as they watched, who or what watched? They watched. We've got the subject of a small subordinate clause, as they watched. Here's the subordinate conjunction. We'll have to take a look and see how that functions as it locks down together and works as one unit. But let's hold off on that. Let's continue on. Their doubts disappeared, replaced. Tricky. There is modifying doubts. Who or what disappeared? This is just the subject of disappeared. But what about replaced? Well, when you think through what this sentence means, in essence, this little comma right there is replacing a conjunction. And a helping verb. Their doubts disappeared and were replaced by steadily growing amazement and apprehension. You don't need these two words to have a well-formed sentence, but they do show you what's happening here. Replaced is essentially a verb comparable with disappeared, and its subject is also doubt. It's as though we have two verbs joined by a conjunction. Their doubts disappeared and their doubts were replaced. Their doubts disappeared and were replaced. As they watched, doubts disappeared and replaced. This subordinate clause is adverbial. I think it's modifying both of these verbs. It's not a terribly awkward sentence, but there's some challenging grammar to it. Nice.